Good morning everyone and welcome back to another video of mine. I'm Mike from GoHealthy.today. I did manage to get my haircut and so before we carry on with the weight loss advices, I would like to share with you some of the mistakes that I've made along the way as well, so that you could avoid them and don't make those mistakes yourself. And I find that these are quite common mistakes. Alright, so now let's get started. So the first mistake that I made was that I focused too much on the scale. Yes, the scale. Even though I still weigh myself regularly, the difference is that in the beginning I would focus too much on how much I weighed. And if my weight went up, even if it's just by a little bit, I would stress over it. So that if I found that my weight went up a bit, it would ruin my mood and even sometimes my whole day. So a lot of things can affect your weight, because every day the things that we eat could be different. So because of the things that we ate are different, the water that our body retains are also going to be different, and the amount of water you drink also differs. Even also your toiletry activities, and you might have even gained muscle, so that could also affect to the weight. If you are like me and would stress over your weight, I suggest that you weigh yourself less often, because by stressing over your weight, it will affect your productivity and your weight loss progress, and by affecting your progress, it will stress you even more and stressing you yourself even more will affect the progress even more, and this goes on and on. You see where I'm going with this? So I suggest that you can take a progress picture each month, and instead of focusing on the weight, you can see the results that's happening to yourself and motivate yourself with the progress. So the next mistake that I made was that I wasn't tracking my calories, or when I did start tracking my calories, I would sometimes undertrack. For you to lose weight, you need to eat at a calorie deficit. This means that the calories that you consume needs to be less than the calories that your body requires. So whenever I hear people say the phrase, "but I don't even eat that much food," the thought of, "are you tracking your calories?" will come to my mind. I know that because I was one of them that didn't track my calories. With not tracking your calories and not tracking what you eat every day, the problem is that for myself, because I said I was one of them that thought I didn't eat that much, and I would think that I eat a regular or even less during the main meals, the breakfast, the lunch, the supper. But the problem is the unconscious eating. That's where you build up all the calories and causes the weight gain. Because of all the unconscious eating of the empty calories, your mind doesn't register that you are actually eating, so you would normally not count those. And I know this because after I started writing down what I eat every day, I found that that's where all the calories were going. So when you go and snack on something or drink a cold drink, write it down, and also write down what you ate during the day, for you to know where all the calories are going or where you are going wrong. Now, under-tracking. Under-tracking is when you are tracking what you ate during the day, but you are just making a rough estimate of how much calories it is. And trust me, when you are hungry and want to eat more food, you will estimate the lowest calories possible. And that was exactly what I did. So when I went back and calculated the calorie intake properly, I found out some of the days that I estimated that I ate around 2,200 calories, ended up being well over 2,800 calories. That significant calorie difference will differ from weight loss and weight gain. Remember, if you want to calculate and track down what you eat throughout the day, you can use an app that can help you. I'm using an app called MyFitnessPal, which I find is very easy to manage, and it's a free to use app. So the next mistake that I made was that I wasn't reading any of the ingredient labels. So before, when I went shopping, I would when I buy some of the packaged products and I see on there they say low fat or dietary food, I wouldn't think twice and just put it in my shopping cart because I thought those products were healthy for you. But later on I find that that's not the case all the time, because some of the low fat food, because they reduce the fat, the taste isn't as great as before. So what they do is that they will add additional sugar to it to make it taste better. And also, now that I read the labels, I see in some of the products that there were ingredients that I don't even know what it is. Now when I go shop for any of the packaged products, I would go through the labels and see if these three things are in there. Number one, do they have any added sugar in it? Number two, how much processed products or processed ingredients are in it? And number three, if there's are there any things in there that I don't know what it is? And normally, if there are things in there that I don't know what it is, I wouldn't buy it, because why eat something that you don't even know what it is yourself? So I suggest that you buy more whole and fresh and whole products, and eat fresh and whole foods and keep the processed stuff to a minimum. The next mistake, which I find is quite common, is eating too little. After finding out that being able to lose weight, you have to eat at a calorie deficit, I started to reduce my calorie intake significantly. There were days that I would eat under 1,500 calories. That caused me to be hungry and tired constantly, which in the end affected my work, my exercise, and even my sleep. I would always look at the time and see if it was time for my next meal because I was hungry. I suggest that you calculate how much your body requires in a day. You can do that easily on Google, and after that, a 2 to 300 deficit is recommended, and my personal opinion, maximum of 5 to 600 calorie deficit. This might take longer for you to see results and take longer to lose all that weight, but it's more stable and more enjoyable. Think of it, you never put down all that weight overnight, so what's the hurry? And the next mistake is overtraining. I find that quite common in the gym, because when I went to gym and started lifting weights and see the person next to me lifting much heavier weights, I was intimidated. And what did I end up doing? Went and grabbed heavier weights and made myself feel stronger. And also during cardio, when I was running on the treadmill and got tired after like 1 or 2 minutes, and I see everyone around me still running, and I didn't want to feel embarrassed and unfit, I continued running even though I couldn't anymore. So that resulted me lifting heavier weights than my body could handle and staying at the gym longer than what I planned to. It will make you feel stronger and fitter during that time, but trust me, you will regret it the next morning. as I found out the next morning that I couldn't move my body anymore. I wasn't even able to lift my arms to lift the duvet, and I literally had to roll out of bed. I know it's encouraged for people that's training to lift heavier weights and to get out of their comfort zone, but as a beginner, I suggest that you go and find weight that's suitable for your body and manageable for you, and start off there. Because when you overtrain and you get injured or your body gets sore, you would be demotivated and you will have to stay away from the gym for a while to recover. I had to stay away for about a week before I could go back to the gym. And during that week, who knows what could happen? You could even stop going to the gym. And while you're at the gym, focus on yourself. Don't worry about what the person next to you is doing. So the final mistake that I'm going to go through with you guys today is trying to do too many things at once. When I started off, and after researching the different methods on how to lose weight, I was eager to try them out. So I did them all at once, just to find out that it was stressing my body and my mind. Not only is it stressful for the body to try to adapt to all the new things, it's also very stressful for the mind trying to remember every little thing that is new that you have to do every day. And I kept going back and thinking that I forgot about something. Start with 1 or 2 easily manageable things, and when time goes on and you find out that you are doing those things out of habit instead of a task, then you can add on to them. Alright, that's some of the mistakes that I've made during my weight loss progress, and hopefully you can learn from my mistakes so you don't have to repeat them yourself. Remember to start off slow and not rush into things, because this is not a race, it's a lifestyle. Okay, it's that time of the video again. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment and suggestion below. And now thank you for watching, and I hope to see you at my next video. Go healthy, go success.